Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In our copying to this hidden/empty project, I noticed that some of our, like for example, the title had a fade in and fade out on it that was not being copied. So I decided let's go ahead and add in fade out and fade ins and see what all needs to be copied to get these event level things copied over. So let's take a look at the code and see what else we can copy. If we go back and look at the code, nothing has changed through all of this section. All of this section is remaining the same. And when we get to copy video event, that's where we have made the next change. And here we have copy fade, and we're going to copy to the new event.fadeIn from the event.fadeIn. And then we're going to do copy fade again. So we're going to call this twice. But the second time we're going to go to the new event.fadeOut from the original event.fadeOut. So we're actually going to call this same routine twice, once with a fade in and once with a fade out. So let's scroll on down and we'll see we have our new copy fade routine here. So our first parameter is the new fade, and our second parameter is the original fade. So here we're going to take the new fade.curve equals the original fade.curve. Then we're going to take our new fade.gain is equal to the original fade.gain. So for example, if we had pulled the gain level down on the event, then that will change the gain level on the new event as well. Then we're going to change our new fade.length from the original fade.length. And then we're going to set the reciprocal curve on the new one equal to the reciprocal curve from the original one. Now here's the cool part. We can also do transitions. So if the original fade.transition does not equal null, then we're going to get the effect of the original transition, because transitions are also effects. So we convert our original fade.transition to an effect. Then if this is OpenFX, I don't want to deal with non-OpenFX things, because with the OpenFX we can transfer everything over. So if it is an OpenFX, then we're going to get our plugin node from myvegas.transitions. Then we're going to find this new transition from the original transition.plugin.uniqueID. Then we're going to get the new effect, because these are technically effects. And we just call that effect equals new effect from this plugin. And then our new fade.transition is going to equal that effect. Now, because this is an OpenFX effect, we can use our copy effect routine, and we will send the new effect.OpenFX effect and the original transition.OpenOFX effect, and that will convert all of the parameters as well. So any changes we had made to that transition will be copied over to the new transition. So let's take a look at our project and we will see what all of these mean and see how it works. So here's our original project. You can see on this event here we had a fade in and fade out that was not being copied over. For this test, I've also added a new event here and a new event here, and this one is our gain. So you see opacity is 46%. That is what will be copied over with the gain. Then in this transition here in the middle, you can see that this is the fade out and this will be the reciprocal fade. So you have to change both the fade and the reciprocal fade to get a crossfade correctly. And then of course I added a fade in here and a fade out here, and you'll notice that we use different types of fades for each one of these. This one goes, the fade in comes in, goes up quickly and then slows down. And then this one on the fade out drops quickly and then slowly finishes. So you can see that we've used several different types of fades on these different events. And then if you look at the beginning of this event, you will see that we have added the Vegas star wipe transition. These are not the default settings. For example, cycles by default is 1, and we have this set to 3 now. And so we will see if it also copies over this transition. So now let's select them all again, and we'll run the script. So now let's open the test project. In our new project here, you will first notice that we have this great big star on the preview screen, and if we look to see right here, you can see that we have this star wipe transition. Like I said, this 3 was not the default value, so you can see that the parameter did change. And so we have this great big star at the beginning of the timeline. You can see here we have the same fade that we had before. If we look here, this is now set to 46%. If we look at these, we have our fade ins and fade out once again. And then on our audio clip down here, you can see this one has the same fade that we had on the original, and the fade out is also the same direction. So now we've added a lot of the event level fade in and fade out and gain and transitions to be copied over as well. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. I hope you've seen that this can be a powerful little option to use. And even though you probably won't use this hidden project every day, it has provided us with some unique things to look at. And so I hope you liked this series. I don't know if there'll be any more in this series. This may be the last one. We'll see. If you've had comments on some of the previous tutorials, we may add a few more. So whatever you'd like to see, let me know, and we'll see what we can do.